Good morning, everybody. Hey, my name is Tony, and you are watching Faith and Coffee Bean. This is a channel that's all about coffee. I'm a coffee geek. This is my home budget espresso setup here. Pardon the mess. I need to reorganize some stuff. Y'all, I'm all about at a good price. Um, the reason why it's called Faith and Coffee Bean is I'm actually a former pastor, not anymore, many moons ago, but I do like to share my faith, and I also love to share coffee. That's part of my coffee experience. So I kind of grew up going to Christian coffee houses and all that stuff. So I like finding things on a deal. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. And I went out this weekend with my wife, and I got this, and I tried some comfort coffee the other day or the other week, and I have some videos up if you want to look them up. This stuff was delicious. I got a Mexican Chiapas blend. Actually, not a blend. It was a single origin, and it was just phenomenal. It tasted super fresh. Just had a really good experience. When I went into HomeGoods, I'm not always expecting to find like the best quality stuff in any way. But I am open, and I really was happy with this. So that was something really cool. I also found this. I just did a video about this. This is Peaks Coffee Company. They're out of Syracuse. They're kind of. I think this is one of. This is called the Trailblazer. I think this is one of their signatures. It's a blend of basically South American. I want to say Rwandan. I'm not 100% sure. But y'all, this stuff was super fresh from a local roaster, and it was awesome. I know on their website right now, this retails for about 25 bucks for this half a pound, and I got this for $7.99. What I really love about going to places like HomeGoods, you gotta make sure you're not buying old beans. That's the first thing. Make sure you're not buying old beans. That you want to have set yourself up for a good thing. So make sure you're not buying old stuff. But if you go to a HomeGoods that's pretty popular, that's something where they're getting a lot of folks that are buying coffee beans there. I live in Florida. This is a tourist destination location. We have a lot of folks that are buying while they're on vacation. They're going to be for a week, and they are buying beans. So a lot of our local goods, there's a lot of turnover when it comes to the coffee. The coffee section is really popular. That's good because you want fresh stuff. Also, what it gives me a chance to experiment and try new things, and I have been shocked to some local roasters. There are some things you do want to avoid. I would avoid the big giant bags of like Italian coffee, really 2 pound huge bags that might have just been sitting there for a long time. You know, unless that's what you want, it's better than having ground. But y'all, I cannot wait to try this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this two ways. So I use my ECP DeLonghi with a bottomless portafilter. This is one that I have on the side here. It's a 22 gram. I'm not doing 22 gram. I'm doing a 15 to 18 gram double with my IMS basket. I already have it on my head getting nice and hot, so it's fresh and ready to go. I have ground freshly my beans off camera, so y'all don't have to wait for that part. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a shot and do kind of my coffee workflow. But then I'm also going to go ahead and do it with the AeroPress. So I'm going to go ahead and grind some more beans and do it with the AeroPress. We could try the coffee two different ways. I like the AeroPress because it's nice and fast and convenient. And I don't know. I mean, I want to pour over one of these live videos, but I dig the AeroPress. AeroPress is just one of the things on the planet. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna get the coffee going. Yeah, let's make sure this is nice and clean. I'll put it right back on to make sure it's nice and hot. It is very hot. What I love about the CCP is that the head is continues to heat up. I've actually been letting my brew head sit there for about like 10 minutes or so. So it is really nice. Look at those beans. Oh, it smells so good. It has a little tiny bit of a grassy smell, so it's just awesome. I love it. Okay. Go ahead and shake these up a bit. Let me know in the comments below your coffee workflow, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a new channel. The more people that subscribe is better for the channel. I had someone, reach out the other day, and they're like, "Yeah, comment for the algorithm and all that stuff." Personally, I've never really thought this channel was going to be about. I have no desire to be some big YouTuber, so it's more about just connecting, showing support, that type of thing. And plus, I love it when y'all tell me some tricks. So believe me, share your workflow with me. Share what you do, because the more I know, the better it will be. The more you know, right? Alrighty, let's go ahead. I'm going to do some WDT work with this one, because I really want a good shot. All right, awesome. Okay. And I'm going to go in right with the distribution. Nice and clean. That looks good. Okay. And then go ahead and do the tamp. I love this tamper. This was so cheap. Calibrated. It's got the lip, so you know it's uniformed. Has a good weight and feel to it. Do the puck screen. Let's take a look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Awesome. Okay, nice and hot. Okay, let's go ahead and get this shot going. Let's pull this shot of magic. Okay. I might be doing a video later on today. I have a tamper for my flare. Oh, okay. Interesting. Came out a little fast. The beans that I did, I think they were a little more dense. Oh, yeah, that came out way too fast. Oh, my goodness gracious. Way, way, way too fast. I'm just shut it off right there. Yeah, that is definitely not what I wanted. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably going to taste good. I have no doubt that's going to taste pretty good. But that was, oh boy, that was fast. It's a big, really want to make sure that you dial in your stuff. A lot of these times, these videos, it's the first time I'm trying a particular bean. So I kind of invite you guys to come into my dial-in process. But man, crema came to the top, which is nice. Let's give it a little smell. It smells delicious. It's pretty light. It's a very, I don't know how else to explain it, but it has light undertone to it. It's not heavy. That's very good. I like that. Definitely not a dark roast. It's a medium roast. That's delicious. There's tasting notes. I usually do give tasting notes on these bags. It says, bourbon, Cantura. Oh, I think it's a variety of where it's from. But this is Peru. I like it. I mean, definitely chocolatey, soft. Definitely not a big dark roast. You could really tell this is definitely in that medium. I like medium too. Yeah, this stuff is good. I'm gonna go this on the AeroPress, and then I don't know. I might try it later on, dialing in a little better, because I did not. It came out too fast. It doesn't. I don't know. It just that wasn't to my liking, and that's important. You want to make sure, you kind of do stuff to what you need and want. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out some beans. AeroPress. Okay. I really dig how they do this right here with the kind of Ziploc style. That is cool. It's nice and convenient. I'm gonna show you guys the beans right now. For $8, awesome. Let's see where we're at. 15. I like to go pretty large on my herbs. 21. I think it's about right. That's pretty good for an AeroPress right there. Okay. Go ahead and do Ross drop technique here. This really helps with retention. If you're not doing it, highly recommend it. You don't want a lot of retention in your grinder. Using my grinder that I love for doing pour overs and AeroPress. Sometimes you gotta have multiple grinders. I'm gonna go ahead. I don't want to overflow this. I love doing hand grinding personally. Get my exercise in the morning, thinking straight. Some people say they have the most creative when they're in the shower. I think I have the most creative thoughts when I'm grinding the espresso, grinding the coffee, I think it's important in life that you have something where, you chill out, kind of gets you away from everything. It's funny to think how coffee, being caffeine and a stimulant, is that for me. Almost there. I like to do my grinding at an angle here. I know that Lance had some fancy name, Lance Hendrick, on his channel. Some great shorts that he does. But basically kind of lowering it's allowing for all the beans not to be all at the same time. Takes a little more time to do your grinding, but definitely it's worth it. Smells awesome. Okay. Yeah, definitely there. Cool. Check here. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, it smells so good. Dang, that smells delicious. Okay, and I'm gonna do my AeroPress grabber here. I love filtering my AeroPress just because it does make it taste real nice and clean. But one of the biggest things is it makes the cleanup even easier. I'm all about making sure your workflow's nice and fast and for your life. Do what's good for you, as far as that goes. Just don't want to make sure there's two hiding. Always make sure that your rope is nice and lined up and closed the proper way. I did a video not too long ago. It was a total party failure. Party foul, it's bad. Oh no, it was terrible. There was coffee everywhere. Yeah. I'll check it out sometime and get a good laugh. Up. Even out the bed here. And I'm getting water from my Casabrews. Has instant hot water. See, this is the nice thing about having a bunch of espresso machines. You could use one for water, and then you could use one to make your espresso. Options here. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to breathe, get the CO2 off, give it a little mix. Cool thing about AeroPress is even right now, if I just wanted to go ahead and press at the water, I could have a very espresso-like experience. Now, is it espresso? No, it is definitely not. but I can have that espresso strong coffee experience if I want to go ahead and do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's nice about the AeroPress. I like having more of that Americano, just traditional coffee experience. So I'm definitely going to add more water to it. I like to fill it at about a 3 or 4. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Get my trusty. I don't recommend going with like a big giant cup, especially because you're having a lot of pressure and all that good stuff right here. Alrighty. You could let this sit there forever. You know, that's the cool thing about the AeroPress. I like to give about 2 or 3 minutes, let that full extraction take place. You could give it a little swirl. Make sure you're getting everything. You know, do it your way. Find your best recipe and workflow for you. That is the most important thing. Like, do this nice and slow. Take my time. For years, I used a French press. All through when I was in high school and in college. And I think French press are amazing. I don't know why it took me so long in my life to get around to the AeroPress. I know the AeroPress has been around for a little bit of time, but it wasn't around 20 years ago. But ever since, this has been a big part of my daily routine. I love having my espresso, but it's nice just to have a regular good cup of coffee. And if it is a milk and sugar type day, sometimes I'll steam my milk on my espresso machine. I'll put my milk in there, ready to go, and I'll just put some on there. I'll put cream. I've seen some great videos. People use condensed milk, make almost like a Vietnamese style, which just lots of good stuff. AeroPress is amazing. Okay. All right, so let's give this a little taste here. Look at that faux crema. Smells delicious. Definitely difference from the espresso. Tasting that espresso again one last time here. Oh, super. Oh, this is awesome. It's weird. It has like a more of that kind of fresh, grassy type taste. It tastes like of the earth. I know it sounds crazy to say that about coffee, but it's not as chocolatey as some of the other things like from Mexico. I've had Peruvians that are chocolatey, so I mean, it really probably just depends on the region. Coffee, the, you know, to, I mean, I know I'm gonna butcher his name, but terroir. Back in the day, I was a manager for one of the biggest spirit and wine companies out there. It's kind of funny to think a former pastor did that, but I managed. We literally managed wines and all this being sold all throughout the country. Part of that was taking. I actually had to get certified as a sommelier, and so much of coffee tasting and all that's very similar. They're like almost identical. So interesting. So if you're a coffee nerd, there's a lot to it when it comes to tasting. But yeah, I definitely recommend this. This is a good buy for $9. Comfort Mount Comfort on Amazon for about 13. This tastes good, nice and fresh. I dig it. The espresso, I'm loving this. You know, I did it 2 ways. I definitely would recommend it. I highly recommend going to your local HomeGoods, and especially if it's a really popular. Sounds crazy, but the more popular, the more people there, the better, because that's more over. You know that you're going to be getting fresher beans. I was so happy and impressed with the beans that I picked up from Syracuse, from Peaks. They've been awesome. That was like one of the best deals. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate it. Remember, like and subscribe. My name is Tony. You're watching Faith and Coffee Bean. This is a new channel, so I appreciate you all. And if there's some advice you want to give me, please, that's what I'm here for. Y'all have a great day now. Thanks so much for watching.